Good day, good day. All right, here I am, consecutive live stream number 9 at Ripley's Animal Abuse Center in Toronto. And I got a few other activists coming today. And they're going to be over here closer to the entrance doing some outreach. I can't get close to the entrance. I've already been trespassed. I've already been escorted by security off the property of this animal abuse emporium in Toronto that treats 20,000 animal prisoners inside the Aquarium as their so-called property. So I'm on the sidewalk, doesn't make a difference. I always reach out to hundreds of people entering the Aquarium or having just visited the Aquarium, and I always have interactions with people who verbally commit to never patronizing the Aquarium again. You guys, are you going to the Animal Abuse Center today? All right. So what's going to be different today? Now this is the Aquarium here. They call it the Aquarium. I'm going to call it the Aquarium from now on. Owned by Ripley's Entertainment, which is owned by Jim Pattison, the richest man in Canada, worth $14 billion. The difference today... Hi guys, were you just inside the Animal Abuse Center, Ripley's?
Yeah. Have a good day.
Oh yeah, can we talk to you about the 20,000 animals suffering, were kidnapped, but they didn't have a good day. They didn't have a good day. So as soon as I guess he would be the father in that family, heard me refer to Ripley's as an animal abuse center, right away he started in staccato fashion, kind of like, really, hey guys, are you going to Ripley's today? Ripley's Animal Abuse Center. Can I talk to you? Can you give the animals 30 seconds? I want to tell you about how these animals suffer. Because all these animals are kidnapped from the ocean, guys. It's very cruel. It's insane. So what I'm going to do today that's different is I'm not going to refer, when I'm reaching out to members of the public, I'm not going to refer to this ever just as Ripley's Aquarium. I'm going to refer to this in a way that is descriptive of the suffering of the animal captives inside. So, for example, folks, are you visiting Ripley's Animal Prison today, or Ripley's Animal Abuse Center? Animal Abuse Center might even be better. Hi, folks. Were you inside Ripley's Animal Prison today? Okay, can we speak to you for a moment can you give the animals 30 seconds? Because they don't have a voice, and I want to give these prisoners a voice because they're all kidnapped from the ocean. It's quite disgusting. So there might be some cases where people are deterred right away when I refer to this facility in an accurate fashion as Ripley's Animal Abuse Center, Ripley's Animal Prison. But that's okay. I'm not really concerning myself with anyone who's deterred by being factual about exploitation of animals. Hey guys, are you considering, or have you been in Ripley's Animal Abuse Center today? You considering going? Good, don't. Thank you. So, hi, how's it going? I'm like everybody. I'm on social media, so we're all journalists now. We're all journalists, yeah. We've got a really nice setup there. Really nice, let's take a look here. A really nice variety of goods. So there's a vendor here. Some really nice merch. Check that out. These are beautifully done. What would you call these here? What do you call this type of craft here? It seems to be made of like a wire. Yeah, really nice. Sorry, guys. Okay, have a good one. Yeah, YouTube. That's right. Well, mostly now on Instagram and Facebook. That's where I get like lots of people watching, but I'm recording on YouTube. And then what I do is I take the video from YouTube and I put it on Facebook, where there's many more people right now for me. But by recording on YouTube, I can build that and get that big too, if you know what I mean. Yeah. So, okay, this is great. Really nice. I hope you make some sales. Hope you make some sales today. Nice vendor here. Not bothered at all that I'm standing up for these animals.
Animal.
Animals. Well, these animals are all prisoners. They're all stolen from the ocean. They're kidnapped from the ocean violently.
You here alone today? Or
I'm
you
usually alone. I'm
but
usually
sometimes a group.
no. I'm
Many people, maybe 100.
well.
They put a sign here.
So far, I've always been alone, but
You walk alone?
no. But today there's about 5 other people coming. It's the first time, but I've done it. This is my 9th time. The first 8 times I did it on my own. Today I have a few friends coming, and they're going to go over there and they're going to talk to people about these animal prisoners up here. If you look at the billboard up here, this video board, they show you images of these prisoners: sharks, stingrays, turtles, octopuses, fish.
Your opinion is they should be closed. So
Yeah, they should be closed. Yeah, because they're prisoners. They're all prisoners. They're all stolen from the ocean, or they come from breeding programs where 80% of them die. You know, the tropical fish in here, like only 20% of them survive those breeding programs or the transport to the aquarium. So
But how do you think the kids? The kids really want to
well,
see
yeah, but
this,
it's much more important. That's not
fishes,
important to me compared to to someone's life. I'm not going to compare a kid having 2 hours of fun to someone's life. There's no, you can't. How can you compare a kid has fun for 2 hours or an animal is free for their entire life? Like you can't. There's no discussion
They
there.
want to see it. Not only they want to see,
I
they
know.
pay.
Yeah.
They pay money for that to want to see.
Yeah, I know. That's the whole problem. Is they pay money, right? And then with that money, they go and then they then capture and kidnap more sharks. That's horrible.
Do you know where they get the fishes?
Yeah, they get them from the Atlantic Ocean.
Really?
Yeah, they get all the sharks are from off the coast of South Carolina.
The fishes inside there, maybe they breed.
That's right. They breed them. They breed them. It's like a puppy mill. 80% of them die in those breeding programs. They all get sick. You know, there's mass infections. There's mass die-offs. It's disgusting. It's like a puppy mill. You know what a puppy mill is? They have thousands of animals crammed into cages. They go crazy.
Do you think the fishes like pet? People raise pet. They have pet.
I don't know what you mean.
At home, for example.
Yeah, they have a home. Yeah, they're yeah, of course.
They should live outside the house, the houses. But you see, they raise them as pets. They all put this in the houses.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm going to go reach out to people. If you want to come over, I have to have this in the background. So, thank you. All right, that wasn't going anywhere. So, here we go. Hey guys, I'd like to speak to a couple superheroes about all these animal prisoners inside. If you have a second.
What's your name?
My name's Lenny. What's your name? If you want to do an interview here, I can do it. Because I need the video board of all the animal prisoners in the background. All right. Guys, were you inside Ripley's Animal Abuse Center today, or are you considering going? Good. Don't support captivity, animal captivity. There might be a more happening spot over there. We'll see.
You prefer to work there, right? Oh, you work a little bit there.
This is good. I'm set. Hi, guys. Were you inside Ripley's Animal Abuse Center today?
Sorry?
Were you inside Ripley's Animal Abuse Center today?
No, I was not, unfortunately.
You say it's unfortunately. You wanted to. Can I put you on my YouTube? I'm live.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, okay, great. When you say unfortunately, you were hoping to visit Ripley's Animal Prison today?
I didn't know it existed.
Okay, so you didn't know until you showed up here today that there is a marine animal prison in the middle of Toronto.
Well, I assumed what you said was that there was an exhibit at Ripley's about marine animal abuse. But...
No, this is the marine animal abuse.
Okay.
What do you think of kidnapping 20,000 animals? That's good. I like things. We need personality. We need a little theatrics. What do you think of kidnapping thousands of animals from their ocean habitat and imprisoning them in glorified bathtubs for their entire life?
I do think that there's definitely a issue in terms of the treatment of animals. I know I'm very familiar with the marine.
What do you think the issue is?
So I think a lot of it comes down to these smaller enclosures can't quite give these creatures the habitat space they need to thrive. And again, I think back to Marine World. There was a Marine Land, the one in Niagara.
Marine Land in Niagara Falls, which shut down largely because people just got sick and tired of imprisoning dolphins and beluga whales.
Yeah, no, and I think in that instance, especially with like animals like beluga whales that have increased, they've shown a great deal of intelligence. It is deeply, I don't want to say problematic, 'cause that's not the right word I'm looking for. It's really gross. I guess in terms of this instance, it's not something I've looked up a whole lot about, but what's your name?
Lenny, what's your name?
I'm Lucas. Nice to meet you, Lenny.
Yeah, nice to meet you, bro.
And you got a YouTube channel?
Well, I'm mostly on Facebook and Instagram. That's where I have like the 21K followers, but I am taping on YouTube right now
Cool.
to build that as well.
Right.
So
is this a live stream that you got going on right
yeah,
now?
it's a live stream, and then I'll cobble together the footage to do the videos on Instagram and Facebook, but I'm going to build out YouTube for the animals as well. So you do have reservations about kidnapping animals from their natural habitat and their freedom and the lives they want to live and imposing human will on them.
Yes, I do think that's a big issue. I mean, I think there is an argument to be made for animal conservation in terms of like studying animals and their habitats. But I do think that there has been a history of like not providing animals with adequate room to live the lives that they need to, especially in terms of like animals that have shown a great deal of intelligence. All animals show a great deal of intelligence. That's not.
You know, I appreciate you saying that, and that you're not projecting your own human frame of reference onto animals,
Right.
and concluding erroneously that because they don't necessarily manifest what you consider to be an indicator of intelligence, therefore they're dumb. You're giving them the fair assumption, which is that unless we prove otherwise, all animals have their own intelligence, their central nervous system, their brain, their needs, same desires as humans to be free, correct?
I would agree with that. It's one of those.
Whether it's fish, little fish, or big sharks or whales, right?
No, I would agree with that 100%. Especially because I mean, if you and I had to go out into the woods and we were told to go, I don't know, hunt small mice, we'd probably have a problem with that. We'd find that rather difficult. But for cats and for certain types of wolves and foxes, they'd find that fairly easily. Right.
So you're even pointing out that animals have forms of intelligence that humans cannot even aspire to.
Right. And I think like in terms of like going forward, I understand like a want and a desire to perhaps present these animals to the public. Because again, like, you know, you're a small child, you go to the zoo and there's a bit of wonder to that. Oh, I get to see an elephant. I get to see a giraffe. And I think that like going forward, like there's definitely going to be, I think there is discussions currently going on about.
Let me ask you about that. Let me ask you. So do you think it's ever fair to conclude that it's morally acceptable to kidnap an animal from the Atlantic Ocean, a shark, for example, imprison them in a glorified bathtub for the rest of their lives so that a child can have 2 hours of fun?
I would disagree with that. I think mainly where my point comes
You
down
disagree that that would be fair?
I do, yes. I don't think that's fair. I guess to make my point clear, I think that is unfair. I guess more so where my point gets at is there are certain animals that are born in captivity that have no experience about what the wild is like. And I think under certain circumstances, based on like how those animals were raised, I think we have to discuss rather better ways of giving them as enriching a life as they possibly can.
Do you know of any examples of any animals in Ripley's aquarium that were A, born in captivity, and B, we know for sure they have no wild instincts left and they'd much rather be in this glorified bathtub?
I'll be honest with you, I don't. Mainly because I don't know most of the practice that Ripley's Aquarium puts forward. I'm mainly speaking from zoos more specifically than I am this location.
Yeah, which is just another rationalization for exploiting animals is that, oh, they're born in captivity, they don't know the difference. But these are all lies. It takes thousands and thousands of years, first of all, to breed out the wild instincts in animals. Like dogs are derived from wolves.
Right,
okay, they don't have the wild instincts of a wolf. They have some for sure, but that took thousands of years of breeding. So these fish, genetically, they're programmed to be wild. They have the same needs to live their wild existence.
Right.
And it's just a lie and a rationalization to say, oh, they're born in a breeding program. They would die in the ocean, so they love it being here. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I
Humans come up with many disingenuous rationalizations to just commercially profit from exploiting animals, right?
I think I can see where you're coming from. No, I understand that sentiment. Again, I'm not an expert. I'm not going to say, I don't know what your background is. I'm going to assume you have some knowledge of this because you're coming to me and you have.
I am a regular person on the street who did my research, but there's not even research necessarily. It's not even necessary to do research. Why are we researching whether animals want to be free and not our slaves. Like there's no research. It's just basic human decency
Right.
instead of all these rationalizations that, well, you have to do research and find out if they have a
Right.
central
And
nervous system.
my
So
argument is less so like I'm not accusing you of anything. I'm just trying to
Not at
understand
all.
where your background is coming from in this. And again, if you were a random person off the street who's just
I am.
interested in conservation
I
of
am.
animals, I think that's fantastic.
yeah, it's been nice speaking with you, Lucas. I want to.
Lenny, Larry?
Yeah, Lenny.
Lenny?
Yeah,
Nice
it's
to
been
meet
great,
you, Larry.
great speaking with you,
Best of
Lucas.
luck.
Thanks a lot, buddy. Okay. So, and here we have a superb activist. Jenny, could you come pop over into the live stream? That would be awesome. Here
I
we
just
go.
recorded that, so you've got like a vertical version of that conversation, which was a great conversation. I just, yeah.
This is Jenny McQueen. You all know Jenny McQueen, world-renowned, legendary animal rights activist. Jenny is joining me with a couple of other folks, a couple of other activists today. So, Jenny, why were you motivated to come? What are you going to do here at Ripley's Animal Abuse Center today?
Well, I have outreach cards, which I'm going to put up close. And it says, be kind to animals, to the planet, and yourself too. And then there's all sorts of links for people on documentaries that they can watch. So you said you were down here live streaming. I'm like, oh, that's a great opportunity. Yeah. And we're not doing anything for free. We usually do take up the weekend in the winter with protests against the fur industry. So, yeah.
I really appreciate that you're down here, and you can get much closer to the entrance than I can because I was trespassed recently, and security escorted me off here to, this is the sidewalk.
Yeah.
So on the other side of these, I have to be on this side of these pillars or I'll start getting ticketed. I'm really glad that you, Peter, and Colleen, and also Stephanie and Brian will be here. Several animal rights activists will be here.
Yeah.
That you can get closer to the entrance right over here and get many more people going in. I can get some here and you can get a lot over there. So if we can stay in touch, if you come across anyone who reconsiders, if you want to bring them over, I mean, you'll do your own videos too, but if you are able to bring them over, because I find inevitably we do actually turn people away. So, or people exiting who say, yeah, that was very sad inside, they're never going to go back. So that would be great. And all right, so let's stay in touch during this outreach for these animal prisoners. Do you want to say anything? How do you feel about these 20,000 animal prisoners being exploited in the middle of Toronto?
It's horrendous. And I was around in Toronto when this was being planned. So we reached
When
out.
was that roughly? Like 10,
I
15
don't
years
know.
ago?
Yeah, exactly. Maybe a decade ago. We reached out to the planning committee. There was a big campaign at that time to try and prevent it from being developed. And we failed. I mean, it's just like a bulldozer, some of these, animal abusing industries. They just bulldoze through all the requirements because they can. They've got all the money, they've got all the lawyers, and we didn't stand a chance. So we knew at the time that they were catching animals from the wild, like sharks from the wild. We really tried to stop it. And
You knew at that time, as they were going through this planning process, they were already in the process of kidnapping sharks from the Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah, for sure. And then I've read the reviews over the years. We've done quite a few demonstrations here. There's actually a World Day Against Fishing coming up, which we'll do a demonstration here.
When is that roughly?
I do have an email about it. I'll bring up the email and then I can tell you after.
Like in the spring?
It could be, yeah. It could be coming up in March. No, it's March already, isn't it? So.
Okay, Jenny's going to look that up. So anyone in Toronto or who can make it to Toronto, Jenny's going to look up. Is it World Day? What's the name of that event, Jenny?
It's the World Day to End Fishing. It is March 28th.
So that's
So
next
it's
weekend.
coming
That's
up
in a week
soon.
from today.
Yes.
So we could come
Yeah,
back.
so join us for a big event if you're in Toronto. Come to Toronto if you're not.
Okay,
Join
so
us.
next weekend,
Yes.
something will be set up.
Yeah.
That's great. Let's do it. Let's get dozens of people out here.
Yeah. And we'll have the signs and we'll do something, we'll be loud, we'll have the megaphone, we'll do something really big. Yeah.
Can someone just confirm that you can hear this? I think so. Someone just said, let's do it. Way to go, Jenny.
Are you going to the aquarium? No. Do you want to go on camera? He's doing a live stream.
Do you guys want to tell me how you feel about 20,000 animals being kidnapped from their wild habitat and imprisoned in this glorified bathtub? You want to hop onto my YouTube here? That would be awesome. Yeah, hop in. I got a whole... You can. It looks more impressive if you're all like mobbing me at the same time. Just hop into the frame so you can more or less see yourselves there.
Oh, it's live.
Yeah.
Hey, YouTube.
So, none of you are going to Ripley's Animal Abuse Center today?
Never. We can never do that.
Why could you never do that?
It's abuse.
They abuse animals.
Yeah, it's not right.
They
It's
take
not
them
right.
from their homes.
Yeah.
Say that again.
They take them away from the natural habitats.
You're all in agreement. You think it's. How do you feel about, for example, kidnapping sharks off the coast of South Carolina and imprisoning them in a bathtub? For them, what's a glorified bathtub for the rest of their life?
I think it's bad. No,
Pretty rough.
if I was in that situation, like if I was an animal, or not, even if I was just like a human,
That's like being
be locked up. You know, it's just it wouldn't be nice.
It's like it's not even something that you really have to think through. It's like the ultimate no-brainer
Yeah.
to not do this to animals.
Exactly, because why would you trap them in a small confined space where they can't even like live and breathe properly?
I concur. Yeah.
And they're
100%.
making money off of them, right? Like the end goal is like making money off of people that you take away from their natural habitat.
It's profit.
You're that fantasy.
Money. So, do you happen to know who owns Ripley's Aquarium?
No.
So, it's owned by Canada's richest person, Jim Pattison. You might have seen, if you see billboards around, you'll always see the name Pattison on it. He owns all those. So, he's worth about $14 billion. He charges people $50 a pop to visit the aquarium. That's what it costs, $55. And then he uses the money to basically pay hitmen to go out and to kidnap more animals from their natural habitat.
That's a bad cycle.
Yeah,
It's like a cycle.
pretty rough.
Did you just say psycho?
Cycle. Like it's a cycle. They get animals so people pay for it, so they can get more animals, so more people can pay. You know.
Yeah, so it's this vicious cycle where people love animals. They show up here because they love animals, but as you're pointing out, by giving the $50 over and over again, thousands of times a day, that perpetuates this vicious cycle of torturing these animals. Does anyone here feel this is actual torture for these animals?
Yeah.
Pretty bad.
Yeah,
they never get to like hunt or something. Like they never get to hunt for their own food. Think about that.
Why
And like
would
that's
they
like a natural instinct that they are given. Like
Yeah.
when
When
they're born.
shows as well, like the shows that happen, like they feed the shark in front of like a billion people, and that's just like not what they're supposed to do, right?
And that leads to like chronic illnesses.
Yeah,
You know, like
yeah.
they can barely move. You know, they get chronic like bone cancer and stuff. So it makes them hard for them to move. You know, with like arthritis, if they're so enclosed and stuff.
So you're pointing out so many key points. You're pointing out the impacts on their health. Developing arthritis because they can't move in the way that they normally would. They don't have a vast habitat, right? So they're swimming in circles all the time. For example, the sharks, because they swim in circles all the time, in an ocean habitat, they'll spend most of the time just gliding or resting. Here they have to swim in circles because they're enclosed. What happens is they develop a curvature of the spine known as scoliosis, and so they're basically crippling sharks. Thank you for pointing that out, and all the other health impacts. Also, with 20,000 animals crammed into the equivalent of 2 Olympic-sized pools, because that's the amount of space they have, there's going to be a much higher transmission of viruses and bacteria and sickness. So, and you also pointed out, one of you pointed out that they can't express their natural instincts. They can't hunt, for example. They can't express any of their natural instincts. They can basically swim in circles and be objects to be gawked at for money. So, would you guys be comfortable saying that you're committing for life to never patronize an aquarium or a zoo?
I commit.
I commit. I got you.
I appreciate it. That's encouraging. You guys are the future. I really appreciate it. It's just like this is another amazing animal activist here who wants to talk to you.
Can we get the vegan question going too?
Anybody here thought about going full on vegan and being like respectful to the entire animal kingdom.
Yeah.
You've thought about it? Where are you at in terms of vegan?
I want to, because I feel like you can get all. So I was trying to think, because I've thought about it before, because I know you can get all the nutrients you need from veganism, and I just haven't started it. I don't know. Maybe just like I just got to make the first step to do it. I think that's just the hard. I don't know what I'm saying.
So you've
Honestly, I
taken
don't know what
you've
I'm saying.
taken the first step mentally. So you know
Yeah.
now you've got the foundation in terms of your health, which is that you know you can get every nutrient you ever need from
Yeah.
eating just plants, right?
Yeah, I believe so. I might be wrong, but I believe that's correct.
Okay. And what is another driving force for you to be vegan?
Just the animals. I feel bad for the animals, man. You see the videos of them in the factories. It's not cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as you said, it's gross, it's hideous, it's unbelievable.
It's bad.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Have you tried to be vegan like for a day or a week or anything, or have a vegan meal? Have you had a vegan meal?
No, I haven't actually. That's just I got to make that first step. I think that's just the hardest part.
What do you think maybe is holding you back from doing something that you consider very important to do, i.e., be vegan?
Like telling my parents I want to be a vegan. Tell my friends I want to be a vegan.
Okay, so it's like a family thing. Your parents are not yet on board or at all on board.
Yeah, because it's a big lifestyle change. I
Do you think your parents, have you told them that you're thinking about this?
I don't really know what they would say.
Okay, would that be a first step to broach it with them and see, just like do it step by step?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, you think you think your parents possibly might be on board, might be supportive if you decided to go vegan for the animals and for your health?
I don't know. Maybe not my dad.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I've never really thought about it. I've never talked about something like that, so I have to find out. Yeah.
Jenny, Jenny knows everything about everything. Jenny, what would you say to a young man who's like wondering, like, are his parents going to be on board and object to his being vegan? Come on over.
You know what? I would
Get
do?
together.
I would get you to look up someone like Robert Cheek. Robert Cheek with an E, and he's massive now. He's like huge muscles. He started off, he's been vegan for like 30 odd years. So he started off, like yourself, not that, ripped. And look him up on Instagram and any of the vegan athletes. And then you can kind of show your parents the amazing recovery times and the amazing endurance that these vegan athletes have. And then that would help to reassure your parents.
Do you think that would help with your dad if you were able to demonstrate there's world-class athletes who are vegan?
I hope so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I guess it would just make sense to go step by step and find out if and what your dad's objections are, and then address them logically based on your knowledge of being vegan, right?
Because I would have to do more research as well. But yeah, I agree. That's right.
Yeah.
Robert Cheek.
And did this gentleman, what's your first name?
Brody.
Brody, did Brody get one of your cards, Jenny?
I got two.
Okay, so on that, there's a video. It's a Game Changers listed on there. The Game Changers, it's about vegan athletes, world-class vegan athletes. And so just take it step by step. See what your dad's objections might be, and then just address them logically. But if you're driven by motivation to be compassionate for animals, you're going to be vegan, because those are the people who stay vegan, the people who are ethically driven. So it's going to happen.
Yeah.
So, but
And
with
if not today, like sometime in my life, definitely. Like I would convert. But I would like to do it as soon as possible.
why don't you just do it and not tell your parents for like a day or something? Like they might not necessarily know, or do it for a week and then
See how
tell-
it is. Test the waters.
test the waters and say, hey, I feel good, I feel better, or whatever.
Not a bad idea.
Okay, it's really great speaking with you guys. Thanks. A shot in the arm. Thanks very much, guys.
welcome.
I appreciate your compassion and your thoughtfulness. Check this out, Jenny. This is the future right here. Yeah, I feel better. I feel more optimistic now. What are you guys up to now? Okay, are you from Toronto or from Vaughan? Okay, wow. Is there an Odd Burger in Vaughan, or that's gone? There might be an Odd Burger. It's like a vegan fast food restaurant. Yeah, called Odd Burger. Check it out. Thanks, guys. And there's check out Soy Boys. Soy Boys here. Check it out. Best burger in Toronto. Okay, guys. Nice talking to you. Great talking to you. Yeah, look at that. That's the future of Canada right there. And they didn't need any convincing at all that Ripley's Animal Abuse Center is no-go for them for life. We got Jenny over here. Jenny, and anybody else coming?
Yes.
Peter?
Peter was just
Parking.
And Colleen was supporting Soy Boys in the East End of Toronto.
Supporting? You mean she's there like having lunch at Soy Boys?
Yeah, well, they recently had their door smashed in, so the community was alerted, and we're there to support. So we were there too.
They had their door smashed in. Was it vandalism? Was it a robbery? What was it? What happened?
There's been a few businesses, apparently, restaurants. So I'm not sure it was targeted, but I mean, we do know that Oddburger was targeted.
What?
Because way back in London. You remember when they were vandalized?
Right, yeah.
The 24-hour drive-through was vandalized, and we think that was targeted. So people get angry. Hopefully not too much at vegans, because we're kind, we're non-violent.
Soy Boys. Yeah, I could see some people being triggered even by the name Soy Boys because, hey guys, were you inside Ripley's Animal Abuse Center today? Did you visit Ripley's Animal Prison? No. Nope. Well, that's great. Do you have any plans to do that ever? Or have you think it's possible? Never? Why not?
Not interested.
Not interested in seeing sad animals who've been kidnapped from the ocean?
Not particularly, no.
Thank you. And he's wearing Canada Goose, so Jenny's going to talk to him about that. Now, this is great. Let's see if Jenny gets the fur, the tortured, murdered coyote fur from this gentleman here. He's wearing Canada Goose. We're not out here to vilify someone because they're wearing Canada Goose, whatever. They bought it, maybe they got it as a gift, and sometimes they're receptive, and they have already been reconsidering it. So let's see what Jenny does. Let's see if she succeeds.
This kind gentleman loves animals. This is it's like a dog, it's a coyote dog. And what we do, we take the fur, so you've still got your hood, we take the fur and we donate it to wildlife sanctuaries.
Unfortunately, I can't do that.
You can take it back, but
My mom would get that. Yeah.
please don't put it on again. And then have a chat with your mum as well. And then show her the Instagram page. It's an Instagram page there, Zip Off the Cruelty. And we have the cutest videos showing little baby animals being comforted, like little pink baby squirrels being comforted by fur.
Right.
See, doesn't he look better without the fur?
It is not as cold.
But even when it's
No, it's
cold,
not.
you've
It's not
still
cold
got
right
a
now. It's,
hood.
yeah.
Like I've got a Wuxley coat, which is totally cruelty-free, made in Canada, nice and puffy without any of the geese inside. And you can be totally cruelty-free. Yeah.
Right, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Wow, Jenny, kid came over and just tell us what happened right there. That's amazing. Look at that. Jenny McQueen. As soon as Jenny McQueen shows up, you know things are going to happen. So what happened right there, Jenny?
Well, I saw fur going past me, and
What kind of a fur?
that was coyote fur. So that was a beautiful coyote in the wild, trapped by their leg, screaming in pain. Yeah, I mean, I've seen the videos. Some of the trappers take videos of the coyote. And then people walk around in Toronto. They don't realize the story behind that simple little piece of fur. I mean, oftentimes they don't even know that it's real. So my job, honestly, I don't get paid.
You don't get paid. Your unpaid
My
job.
As an animal rights activist is to spot any fur in the streets and be ready to speak up. So I have these cards on me.
Can you show that up closer?
Yeah. On the front is
What's under your finger there? That's a coyote. Coyote.
it's a photo by Joanne MacArthur.
Oh, can you show that
I
up close
kind
again?
of, I drew it, and I kind of made it look like a fox stroke coyote.
Oh,
Gave it a
okay,
little bit
right.
of coloring. And
Fox. You made it look like what?
then a bit of a kind of a mix between a fox and a coyote, with the coloring. But then we've got all sorts of resources on the back there as well. So
Resources like websites, movies, documentaries.
I link as well to Challenge 22 because I always feel that even if we're doing like single issue for anti-fur activism, then we can also do the vegan activism too. So it's got a link to Challenge 22 on the card.
I appreciate that. That when I was reaching out to those intelligent, compassionate young men about the aquarium, you brought up vegan.
Well, you've done a such a great job in chatting with them. I could see the potential there.
Yeah.
So I mean, sometimes I wouldn't take it that one step further, but they seemed really open, and I think you'd already primed them to talk about animals, and I could see that they were compassionate. So there was definitely an opening there.
Yeah, you can just totally see the potential there. So thanks for doing that.
Yes.
And so far, you've helped veganize people. You got someone to unzip their fur. And what did he seem like? Did he seem like he was on board with you, but his parents might be a bit of an issue?
Right, because I don't know, maybe the mother had gifted him the coat. So I asked him to chat with the parents and talk to her about the cruelty behind that simple strip of suffering that he was wearing, basically animal torture, walking around. And then I got a little bit of agreement from the friends he was with that he looked amazing without the fur.
Wow.
So yeah, let's hope that never gets back.
Whatever happens, just that interaction that he had with you, which for him is unprecedented. He's never had that before. Probably will never have it again. They're not going to forget that. They're going to talk about it, all of them. And I think that is a strong deterrence, is a way of actually deterring people from wearing fur when they have these unforgettable and oh my god, what happened today? Oh, this lady stopped me in the middle of the street and ripped the fur off my coat. They're never going to forget that. And I think people going forward have more difficulty wearing the fur because just through your physical action, it leaves such an impression on them. They're not going to forget about it. It's gonna have repercussions. So way to go, Jenny, and I'm so glad you're here. So much more happening for the animals.
Me out because I probably would have been twiddling my thumbs at home.
You don't ever twiddle your thumbs. You're always helping animals or meeting your basic needs for food and sleep.
I was at a book signing this morning, so I was out already. There's a lovely lady, a vegan couple, Anitha, who was doing a book signing in the East End of Toronto.
Oh, really? So a vegan lady, and is the book pertaining to her vegan principles?
This one is not. It's about dance.
But I like that you're supporting a vegan.
Exactly.
You're specifically supporting.
Yes.
Because the author is vegan.
Yes. Yeah, and she has a podcast too. It's called The Kindness Is Everything podcast.
Oh, like on Spotify.
Yeah, totally worth checking out.
The kindness is everything.
Yeah. And she's looking for people to interview too. I mean, a nod to our amazing Lenny here. I'll put you in touch with her.
Okay, and her name is Anitha.
Anitha Robinson.
Thanks very much, Jenny. I appreciate the connection. Mm-hmm. The more that we can interconnect, support one another's endeavors for the animals, there's the police. At some point, police are going to be summoned here. I've already had security escort me off the property, but you can get nice and close to the entrance there if you...
Yeah, I always get a bit nervous when I see the police.
Yeah. So they just moved on. Here comes Peter. And if you think it's better to be over there, I'm trying to see where there's more people entering. Let me know. Hi, Peter. How are you doing? Good.
This is where you said.
Oh, there's Colleen. Great. Colleen, why are you here today? Why are you here today, Colleen?
For these guys.
For them?
Damn them. Let them all go.
20,000 animals inside right now, swimming in circles. We have to make this a regular thing.
Definitely. Hi, Angela. I was just talking to Angela on the phone.
Oh, you were, and she's
watching.
And she's watching.
Thanks, Angela. Thanks, everybody, for supporting this. So if you guys happen to take a look and let me know if there's more people entering over there. All right. Yeah, so I have to be on this side because I've been trespassed. Yeah, a couple of months ago I was trespassed and escorted off by security, but you can be on the other side of the pillars. You can be
trespassed, yes.
Yeah, but if you're not really conspicuous about it, I was conspicuous with this whole rig. And so they escorted me off pretty aggressively.
You've got this and the building behind you. You got that.
It is visually it's good,
Yeah,
but on the other side it's great too because
more people,
But
And that.
the video board is two-sided.
Yeah.
All right, great. So
This is such a horrible place. So disgusting how many animals they have here and how a lot of them are wild caught, or some of them anyway. And even the ones that aren't, they're bred, in captive conditions, and yeah, just disgusting place. And yet so unfortunately so popular, promoted by Ontario tourism, Toronto tourism, and just because of being right by the CN Tower as well, it just so many tourists come here. And just down the street from the Scotiabank Arena, it's like tourist central, really.
yeah, so those are the challenges.
Yeah, very much.
And at the same time, what I find is that because a lot of the people who visit the aquarium are animal lovers to begin with, a significant proportion of them, in my anecdotal experience, this is my 9th time doing this for 2 hours a pop, are concerned. They report, yeah, it looked pretty sad in there. The animals looked depressed. They didn't have space. And often people will verbally commit anyway to never patronizing it again. So that's the other side of the coin. It's you have a more receptive audience than you would just at a random place in the street. Yeah, I think there's
Comic-Con is going on.
Oh, is it Comic-Con?
Comic-Con's going on at the Convention Center North.
Okay.
On Front Street. I passed through all these people.
Is it Comic-Con? It's not one of those cosplay?
It's actual Comic-Con.
Oh, really? Okay.
A lot of people are dressed up as their characters.
Okay, so I'm going to try to interview some of those what? Okay, thank you.
Yes. Okay.
Well, yeah, so I'm...
More building up over time.
Oh, that's wild.
Already chatting.
Oh, wow, look
We
at
can
that.
show the camera if you like. I don't know if you can see that,
Yeah.
but the Comic-Con is happening in Toronto. So it's a good opportunity to reach people, that dress up as animals, perhaps. Like, why don't they love animals too? Let's stop eating them.
Talk while I clean my nose. Here, can you go in there? And...
Yes. So there's lots happening in Toronto, and there's always an opportunity to do some outreach. I'm just taking over Lenny's. Yes, it's Comic-Con. Who's online? Another damn vegan. Hey, how are you doing? Oh, Mary. Hi. Hi, Mary. It's really nice that people join the live streams because there's always good tips to be had. Lenny has great conversations, and it's a great way to see how, decent outreach can be in a friendly way. There you go.
Guys, what do you think of this aquarium kidnapping 20,000 animals from the ocean? I got an oh no. I got an oh no. Great. Hey guys, were you in Ripley's Animal Abuse Center today? Were you in the animal prison today, guys? No, but why would you want to go to an animal prison? Can we talk, guys? You have a second? Come on over. Join. Hey guys, are you considering visiting this marine animal prison today? Hey guys. Yeah, you... Hey guys, did you visit the marine animal prison today? Were you inside? Can we talk for a moment about the suffering of those animals? But guys, seriously, you had time to visit the marine animal prison. Can you give the animals 1 minute now to hear about their plight? Political? What's political about not kidnapping someone? What's the political party? What's the political party that is anti-kidnapping? I'm a member of the anti-kidnapping party. Hey guys, you have a second? We want to talk about the animal prisoners. We need you to stand up for these sharks kidnapped from the Atlantic Ocean. It's disgusting. This is disgusting, guys. Don't give your $50 to these kidnappers of sharks. This is evil. This is evil. Kidnapping sharks. So apparently I'm a member of the anti-kidnapping party of Canada. That gentleman informed me he didn't want to talk about something political. I didn't know that not kidnapping it's politics. I'm running for office, and My whole platform is to not kidnap sharks, stingrays, octopuses, turtles, tropical fish, jellyfish. They've also got crabs in there. Let's talk about the crabs. These are such intricate animals, such ancient animals that have been around for millions, tens of millions, hundreds of millions of years in some cases, and we humans just like showed up 5 minutes ago and we think we can just exploit the hell out of them? Give me a frickin' break. Hi guys, are you considering visiting the marine animal prison today? Good. I hope you don't. Be kind to animals. Thank you. Usually a much bigger turnout I can see actually on weekdays. The turnout here is not as big as I've seen it in past, and that's good. Hi guys, were you inside Ripley's marine animal prison today? Seeing those prisoners kidnapped from the ocean. Hi guys, are you heading to Ripley's today? Good. I don't want you to visit a marine animal prison. How's it going? Have you ever been inside the aquarium, ma'am? The marine animal prison? Just training myself to not refer to it as an aquarium. Here's a huge family. Guys, I hope you're not headed to Ripley's marine animal prison today, are you? You want to check it out? 20,000 animals kidnapped, sharks, violently kidnapped from the ocean, guys. You think that's pretty disgusting, right? Pretty disgusting. They might check it out. So there's how many adults there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was like, that's $250 right there to these kidnappers. There's Colleen over here. And Colleen is having a conversation. There we go.
It's what, sorry?
It's about scientific.
Scientific?
Yeah.
You like to see the biology behind it all? Yeah? What do you think of it? I mean, he's a little shy. I have a little card for him, though. Do you have anything to ask?
You guys were just inside Ripley's marine animal prison? Yeah.
I hope they treat them well. I don't know.
Well, how can you treat someone well if you kidnap them from the ocean and you take them out of their natural habitat and you put them in a cement glorified bathtub for the rest of their life? How could you ever treat them well from that point on, right?
Maybe.
Maybe? What's maybe? Like,
Because I haven't thought about that.
they have what?
I haven't thought about that.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of us haven't thought about a lot of things when it comes to exploiting animals because we're raised in a culture that exploits animals. So we're here to have conversations to get each other thinking about how we exploit animals and treat them like objects to be exploited for money, as opposed to treating them as equal residents of the planet.
It's something to teach your child.
Yeah,
too,
something
right?
to teach the
I can
child.
understand the
Yeah.
biology behind it and wanted to show him how the wonders. They're beautiful animals, right? But also teaching him the captivity side
Were
of
they
it.
coached for these purposes, or do
Yeah,
you think it's just
unfortunately, yeah.
they born there? I don't know. Maybe
Well,
they were
sometimes they are,
less.
but is that an
Yeah.
excuse too,
That's-
right?
that's-
Having been born into captivity isn't much fun either, right? So it's something to think about. Maybe the next time you decide to come, you think of an alternative, or I don't know. I'd love to see all of them. They're beautiful, beautiful animals, but I don't want to pay for their captivity or encourage it.
I don't know. I don't know.
Thank you for stopping. I
Thank you.
appreciate it. That's really nice of you. Thank you. Next time, right? You got the card. The card's got lots of good resources. Have a good day.
Hi guys, were you in Ripley's marine animal prison today? Have you ever been inside? No? It sounds like you disagree with imprisoning animals. Can I interview you for a second? Okay, but thanks for never patronizing a marine animal prison. I appreciate it. Guys, were you inside the marine animal prison today? What do you think of? Yeah, it was great. What's great about kidnapping sharks? I'd like to know. I don't know. That's it. I need to be informed. Anyway, when you're done, with whatever you're going to do, let me know. Come back and let me know what's great. It's great, apparently, to kidnap sharks. I didn't know that. See, I'm uninformed. I'm here today to get informed and find out what's great about kidnapping sharks. Disgusting.
They try to get in. They tried to get inside. It's too
Wait.
expensive for them. It's like $50 for an adult to get
What a,
inside.
what a ripoff.
What a rip-off, exactly.
And what is the richest person in Canada doing? Charging people $50? He doesn't. 14 billion isn't enough dollars to have.
No, they don't care about humans too. You know, all the people who can't afford these big attractions in Toronto, and I'm glad in a way because if it puts people off because it's too expensive, then that's a really good thing.
Yeah, that's just greedy.
Greedy and unfun.
Yeah. If you guys, if you don't, I don't like expect you to necessarily stick with me. If you want to go to the bottom of the stairs, you can. I can't. I've been trespassed, but you can. And then maybe you'll corral some people to bring back over. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I heard my yelling. No, but I'd like to. You're going to reach more people there than I am here, and then if you can bring people over when you have like a really good interaction, like people who turn around or who commit to never going again or anything. Okay, great. So there's some activists heading in here. So I've got Jenny, Peter, and Colleen. There's Peter and Colleen, and there's Jenny right there. See right there on top of my microphone there, walking around in the dark green jacket. Hey folks, are you entering the marine animal prison today? We are not. That's great. I am very happy you're not going to support kidnapping sharks off the coast of South Carolina for this nonsense. You guys want to hop on my YouTube? Let me know how you feel about kidnapping animals, imprisoning them in a glorified bathtub for the rest of the life. Hey guys, did you visit the Ripley's Marine Animal Prison today? Okay, so great. Got activists in the thick of it right now. Guys, were you just inside Ripley's Marine Animal Prison? Did you see the sharks? Kidnapped. Okay, let me adjust this. All right. Do some adjustment here. All right. Bring this up a little bit. 1 second, guys. Bear with me while I make an adjustment. That's great. What do you think of kidnapping 20,000 animals and imprisoning them in a bathtub? This is actually good, and get most of the board, and I can get a much better field. Hey guys, were you inside Ripley's Marine Animal Prison today? No? How do you feel about kidnapping sharks? Yeah, well, that's what they do. Can you hop on my YouTube for a sec? Give me 30 seconds. Give the animals 30 seconds. Come on over. Is this okay right here?
We can say whatever we want, right?
What?
We can say whatever we want.
Well, you can say whatever you want. If you want to be respectful to the animals, we can talk about that. Yeah, you can say whatever you want. I can't stop you from saying whatever you want, but if you want to help the animals, what do you think about the fact that the sharks, for example, inside this marine animal prison were all kidnapped from the Atlantic Ocean? Okay, and now they're imprisoned in what for them is like a giant bathtub for the rest of their life, and all they can do now is swim in circles, nothing else, the rest of their life. How do you feel about that?
That's pretty scary. I wish I can replace the sharks.
I
How
have a
about that?
question,
How
though.
about we
I have
find
a
a
question.
solution?
Replace the sharks?
Yeah, like each shark gets like 1 week, and then they throw them, and then they get a new shark. Because us people, we want to see the sharks too. Like this is fun.
Okay, can I do one thing at a time? Now I want to get to your question, if that's okay. So, all right, so you have this novel idea that they kidnap a shark from the ocean, which is super traumatic.
Yeah.
Would you first of all agree it's unbelievably traumatic to try to net a wild shark thrashing in the ocean trying to escape you as you're trying to kidnap them?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah, do you agree that that's super traumatic for the shark,
Can I
right?
ask you a question? Yeah. Can I ask you a
Oh, yeah,
question?
okay, but yeah, let's go step by step. Okay, so that you agree is super traumatic, right?
100%. Yeah. 100%.
Okay.
Have
And-
you ever been in there?
Yeah, I have been in one time to document it. Yep. And it's sickening. There's 20. How many animals do you think are inside there right now?
A lot. 200?
20,000. Do you know how much space they have? So I'll tell you. They have the equivalent of 2 Olympic pools. 2 Olympic pools, 20,000 animals, and some of them are huge. Sharks or big, like stingrays, turtles, octopuses. Do you think that's pretty sickening to cram 20,000 animals into 2 pools?
What about the people that are
Well,
enjoying it?
let's do one thing at a time. Do you think that that's sickening?
Yes,
Yeah,
maybe.
the truth is, yes, it is. But what about the people that are paying and enjoying this?
Okay, so you're raising the point of the fact that it's educational and it could even lead people to appreciate animals more in some way. Animals could benefit.
Yeah, like we've seen stuff that we've never seen before. Like we get to learn.
So, do you think there's ways of learning about animals and appreciating them without kidnapping them and imprisoning them in a bathtub?
There's ways.
There is ways.
For sure, other ways.
Yeah. Do you think it's fair to say, hey, animal, shark, I'm going to kidnap you and put you in a prison cell so that I can appreciate you? Does that sound in any way fair?
How? Okay, how about this?
But I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
They do have a water filtration system, and they do take care of the animals in there.
Well, of course, they are going to take reasonable measures to keep them alive. Do you know why they do that? Why do you think they want these animals alive?
For the amusement of people.
Yeah, for amusement of visitors and for profit. They don't want the animals to die because they're not going to make money off dead animals, right?
Are you vegetarian?
Yeah, I'm vegan. Have you thought about going vegan?
No.
What do you think about going vegan?
I watched some guy named what's his name? Gotis.
What do you think?
Can you spell the name? I think the name's
Ates. He goes to vegan rallies, and he brings the head of a pig.
Oh, you're talking about a troll. Okay, but what do you think about being vegan? I've been vegan 30 years. What do you think about being vegan?
Not that good.
What bothers you about being vegan?
Not much.
Well, okay, yeah, I'm going to get to that. So I'm going to ask you the one question. Then I'm going to come to your excellent question. What do you think? What bothers you? You said you're like scared about being vegan. What scares you about being vegan?
Oh no, I didn't say.
Yeah, I can't remember now. But you said something that.
It's not good.
What's not good about being vegan in your opinion?
Because if we're being honest here, like of our ancestors, like our tribal background, they ate animals. It's natural to eat animal meat, the meat, not processed meats, not chocolate or any of that stuff, not processed foods.
Yeah.
So, and obviously you can't eat chicken like more than 3 days in a row. I'm not against that. It's just like it's not good for you.
Let me address what your concern about. You want to do what's natural, right? And so you're thinking about ancient history. Humans have been around for what, 2-3 million years in some form or another. And you're saying, well, cavemen and whatnot, they ate animals. But I've researched that, and there's a tremendous variability in to what extent humans have consumed animals. There have been many human cultures over the past thousands of millions of years that ate little to no animals. There's some that ate some animals, but we always ate historically more plants than animals because we weren't equipped until recently to really catch wild animals very easily. So we mostly harvested plants, but yes, humans did kill and eat some animals. But because we did it to some limited extent, does that, in your mind, mean, nutritionally, biologically, we must eat animal flesh now because we ate some animals 100,000 years ago?
We must know we don't need to eat animals. However, there are some.
Okay, I just want to stop on that. It's just saying we don't need to eat animals. So you're saying a person could eat plants. Like I've only eaten plants for 30 years, and I've been a vegetarian for 37 years, right? And I'm 63, and I climb the CN Tower once a year.
He's
I mean,
63. I thought you were something maybe 50s or something.
yeah, that's like the all-time compliment. Thank you, man. That really that does a lot for me.
What do you think about the new vegetarian burgers? Did you try those or?
No, I get what you're saying. Are you basically talking about you don't want to eat processed food?
No, I can't live without. I don't know, like how do you feel being?
I mean,
vegetarian?
okay, I don't eat a lot of processed food, but have you ever had, for example, any vegan burger? Like, you had a Beyond Burger?
Yeah, beyond exactly.
What did you think? Did you enjoy it?
No, not at all.
You didn't like the taste of a Beyond Burger?
No. No.
Okay, like I'm just being honest. You're the first person I've ever met in my life. I mean, about 5 years that Beyond Burger's been around, who said they didn't like the taste. Every other person I've spoken with, including a lot of people who aren't vegan, say, yeah, it's shockingly good. It's juicy. There's like so-called blood coming out of it.
I know. I know they're gonna sooner or later make burgers that taste like a burger, like vegetarian burgers, and they're gonna improve way better.
Like
Yeah,
lab-grown meat.
Exactly. I know they're gonna come up with stuff like that.
Listen, okay, guys, look. Okay, I've been vegan 30 years, and I haven't eaten the flesh of an animal in 37. I'm 63. I'm much stronger than when I was 30, okay? I'm stronger, I'm bigger, I'm more ripped, I have more endurance. Now, anecdotally, doesn't that tell you that you can be plant-based and still be healthy?
Yeah, but yes and no, because people are different. Everybody varies, you know. People don't really have to eat meat all the time, but obviously they do here and there. Like for me,
Yeah, you're saying like people have different blood types and whatnot, that sort of thing?
yeah.
Like, is there any sound evidence? Like, you can read things randomly on the internet, and I've read that, oh, blood types, you have a carnivore's blood type. But you know what? I have never found a single study anywhere, a peer-reviewed, actual, legitimate scientific study that has backed that up. So what I recommend, if you see a claim that says you need to eat animals for some reason, like blood type or whatever, investigate it and see if there's actual science to back it up. Because on the internet, you can make any claim you want. I can tell you there's dolphins inside there right now, and you'll believe me, but there isn't. Yeah.
My general doctor said that, not the internet. But obviously,
So
like,
what did your family doctor tell you?
he said that you guys are blood O type.
Yeah.
And you would need meat or beef. He didn't say to live, but it would be good for you.
Join in. He wants. Let's join in.
Oh, wow.
Everybody join in. It's Anakin here.
You guys are heading just returning Comic-Con?
Yeah.
So I want to ask you, wild characters here. Does anybody here have any intention of visiting this disgusting marine animal prison behind us?
No. No. Say something.
So it's bad? Why is Ripley's marine animal prison bad?
They should be in the wild.
There's no lava.
Animals should be in the wild.
There's no lava.
They should be in the wild, right? I appreciate that. That it's not even something to really debate. It's like a no-brainer, right?
Exactly.
What do you think of the fact that there's 20,000 animals imprisoned right now inside this glorified bathtub?
Not nice. It's crazy. It's not good.
It's kind of like alarming, in a way.
It's kind of alarming. What alarms you about Lenny Bruce? I would appreciate speaking with you. What alarms you about 20,000 prisoners inside Ripley's Marine Animal Torture Emporium?
It's just the fact that, maybe some of them aren't getting the best treatment, or they don't have the amount of space that they really should have, unlike the wild.
I mean, these animals have an entire ocean when they're free. And here, can I tell you something? Can I tell you a fact? So there's 20,000 marine animal prisoners inside here right now. I want to tell you how much space they have. You ready? They have the equivalent of 2 Olympic pools.
That's pretty small.
Isn't that disgusting? And some of them are big animals, like sharks, stingrays, turtles, and octopus, and they cram 20,000 into 2 pools worth of space. How do you feel about that? Are you like a...
This is really terrible.
Are you like... There's a Star Wars character?
Yeah.
Like a stormtrooper? Or what? Can you speak at all? Really? Okay, like... I don't know anything about this, so... thanks, guys. I really appreciate your compassion. So what does that mean, Project Hail Mary? Does that mean like Ryan Gosling was there, or?
I think so. first movie, new movie.
The new movie, yeah.
Yeah, okay, wild. Thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate your compassion. Thank you. Yeah, great speaking with you. Thank you. Sorry for the insult. Unintentional. Oh my God, I'm coming across tons and tons and tons of people. Oh, thanks. Oh, thanks, Peter. I appreciate it. Thanks very much. Well, photos might be okay, but maybe Google Drive. I'm not sure. Yeah, we'll talk about it after. But folks, by the way, Peter brings up a good point. When we're sharing videos with one another, I only do it via Google Drive now, because when you transmit through a communications app, whether it's Messenger or WhatsApp, even if they tell you your video of your animal activism is going to be transmitted in HD, high definition, it's not true. It's actually degraded way, way down to like 720p or worse. So if you want to share, post on Google Drive, and then just change the access so that anyone can access it if they get your link. If anyone watching now can confirm that you can still hear this. Folks, are you headed to Ripley's Marine Animal Prison today? No, can I talk to you? You look like you care about these poor sharks. Can I talk for you? I want to talk to you about the sharks. Yeah, if you can just hop on like more or less about here. This is great.
No problem.
So how do you feel about the fact that inside this structure right now, there's 20,000 kidnapped animals stolen from the ocean or raised in captive breeding, and all they can do now is swim in circles and be gawked at for the rest of their life.
Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, they're nice activity for the fishes and everything, sharks and everything. It's nice to watch and everything, but I know it's captivity. They're more in the ocean and more like their home where they are. I know it's sad to see them like constantly inside and they're a little bit depressing, but we get to see a little bit how the ocean is a little. But
Are you saying that you think it's a fair trade-off to kidnap these animals and imprison them so that we can get that little bit of enjoyment?
no, it's not captivity. Like kidnap them. It's hard for us to travel these days. I know it's hard to see that. It is sad that they're kept it in a small box and to see them like that. I prefer them in the ocean to see it, but what can we can do? So
Well, what you can do is you cannot give them each $50 or $55 because that's what it costs to go in.
yeah.
Because every time someone pays the $55, they take that money and then, for example, they will hire kidnap crews to go out off the coast of the South Carolina coast and to kidnap more sharks. So what you can do is not give them your money, which is what happened. Did you know Marine Land in Niagara Falls?
Yeah.
You heard of that? So that's shut down now. There's still whales and dolphins and bears there, and they don't know what to do with them. But that's closed down because people got sick and tired of seeing dolphins and whales being exploited, so they stopped going. They didn't give them the money anymore. They ran out of money, and they closed down. So just by not going, you can help these animals.
Okay.
That makes sense?
That makes sense.
So you guys are not going to the Ripley's Marine Animal Prison
Yeah,
today?
Yeah, we're not gonna go to Ripley's, especially it's very expensive to go in there so kind of way, and it's sad to see that. If you want to do something good, maybe that's a good point to stop doing that, and then they can go a better place for them.
Yeah. I really appreciate speaking with you. I appreciate your compassion. Thank you.
No problem.
All right, what are you guys up to now?
I get to your what's it called, the other mall at the Square One. Sorry,
Market Square?
no, by the Young and Bloor. The Young and Bloor Mall is.
Young and Bloor. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I don't know the name of the mall, but yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Enjoy yourselves.
All right.
Treat yourself to some goodies. Okay, bye, guys. Wow, this is pretty overwhelming today. And let's see what's happening with Jenny over here. So let's, I've got some more activists. I've got Brian and Stephanie. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this around now. All right. And we've got some other activists here. Right here. So these are activists right here, Brian and Stephanie. These two right here. And there's Colleen and there's Jenny. So I've got 4 activists inside there right now. Let me just point them out for you. There we go. 1, 2, 3, and there's Jenny 4. All right, hang on a second, guys. I gotta point out these other activists. Go. All right. So I've got actually 5 other activists up by the entrance of this disgusting dump. So there's Peter here. There's Colleen. There's Stephanie, and there's Brian, and there's Jenny. And they're reaching out to this family right now. And so they're getting really into the thick of it. This is the entrance to the Marine Animal Torture Emporium. So I've got agents working inside. They're working the grounds. I can't do that because I've been trespassed. I'm not permitted to be there. And at some point, they're going to bring people over to be interviewed. People who regret what they saw or disgusted by what they saw. Yes, Stephanie and Brian. Hi, guys. Are you heading to Ripley's Marine Animal Prison today? Are you? Well, you don't want to support kidnapping sharks, do you guys? All right, let's adjust this a little bit more. Oh, okay. Hang on a sec. All right. There we go. 1 second, guys. Let's tighten this up. 1 second, guys. Bear with me. Just tightening up here. What is going on? This gadget. Not sure what's happening. 1 sec, guys. Just bear with me while I have to tighten up this gadgetry. Slipping and sliding all over the place. Oh, that's weird. Why is it doing that? I'm not sure. There we go. No. It seems very loose today. Bear with me while I tighten this up. How did this become so loose? All right, we'll fix it afterwards. All right. There we go. All right, great. You guys, are you heading to Ripley's Marine Animal Prison today? That's great. That's great. Don't support animal captivity, please. Thank you. Do you want to have a little chat on my YouTube for 30 seconds? You don't want to help these animals out? You think they're fine? Why can't you be on film? She can't be on film. Okay, that's new. Can't be on film. What is she like?
What is his problem?
Can't be on film. I don't know why. I think people just make things up. Like these animal abusers make things up all the time. Well, the animals are happier here than they are in the ocean. They have no predators. All right. And we've got activists working the grounds now. There's 2 right there. There's Stephanie and Brian. Hi, guys. Are you going to Ripley's Marine Animal Prison today?
No, not right now.
Yeah? How about never going? Can we talk for 30 seconds about these kidnapped sharks? Do you have a sec? Like, wait, those sharks aren't good, my friend. Hi, guys. Are you going to Ripley's Marine Animal Prison today? Please don't ever go and don't support kidnapping animals from the ocean, okay? Thank you. And where's the activists? There's Colleen right there in the bright green. Oh, that's Stephanie reaching out to a whole family. Hi, guys. Were you inside Ripley's Marine Animal Prison today? Can we talk to you about the sharks and how they're mistreated, and they're all stolen from the ocean? They hurt the animals inside there. It's terrible. So that was a kid who was looking at me with wide eyes like this. So there's actually a lot happening that's not on screen. Not everybody wants to hop on screen. Hey, folks, were you inside Ripley's Marine Animal Prison today? How do you feel about kidnapping animals from the ocean? No response. Like, I don't think it takes a lot of thought to recognize that entering this aquarium is wrong. I mean, I don't think you really need a conversation with someone like me to recognize how wrong it is. You need me to tell you that it's wrong to kidnap animals and imprison them, and it's wrong to give money to their abductors. You don't need me. Nobody needs me, but I'm here anyway. Yeah, some great conversations happening over here with activists. So there's another good one right here. So this is Stephanie working the crowd right over here. Right here. That's Stephanie working the crowd. So we're going to reach a few hundred people today. Me here and the activists up by the stairs where I'm not permitted to be. Hi guys. Have you entered Ripley's marine animal prison today? Guys, were you inside Ripley's today, the marine animal prison? They kidnap sharks from the ocean. At some point, I'm pretty sure some dad is going to go ballistic on me because I'm addressing a lot of kids. You can't see a lot of them because a lot of people aren't going to be in the field of view of this live stream. There's a lot of people on the other side, a lot of people who walk by over here, up and down the sidewalk. Like that family down there I just spoke to, and there's a lot of kids, and I always address them. And I tell the kids that animals are hurt and kidnapped, and at some point, I know a dad's going to go ballistic on me. It's going to happen. Someone's going to turn on me, and whatever. We'll make for a good video. I would address these comments, but when I film horizontally, YouTube... Folks, were you inside Ripley's marine animal prison today? You was. Oh, can I talk to you about how you feel about seeing those sad animals? Come on, guys, you gave them 2 hours. Pardon me? I like animals being kidnapped? What? Hi, guys. Can we talk for 30 seconds on YouTube about these 20,000 animal prisoners? Do you have 30 seconds? You don't have 30 seconds. Okay, they don't have 30 seconds. I know some people have time. Anyway, we get a mix. We get some really decent people who will give their time. Just like focus on being a good person, being giving and patient, compassionate and gracious, and like life for yourself then works out much better. Hi guys, are you going to Ripley's? Okay, can we talk for a moment? I'm speaking out for the animals. And they're not going to speak out for them, but I want to give them a voice for 30 seconds. No, it's not actually good to kidnap 20,000 animals from the ocean, sir. No, it's not. It's not good at all. I'm not good, and I'm never going to be good. What are you telling your daughter? Are you telling your daughter he's a crazy man? What are you telling your daughter? Sir, would you like to have an interview about these shark prisoners? I don't know. He's struggling with it. Hi, guys. Were you inside Ripley's marine animal prison today? Great. Can we talk for a moment about all these prisoners, the animal prisoners? Is the mother yanking her kid? Oh, God. I think she almost yanked his arm out of his socket there. What the heck? There's one father there really struggling. Guys, can you jazz up my YouTube for a second and come on over? I want to talk to you about these animal prisoners. But guys, look at these colorful characters coming from Comic-Con over here. Hey guys, can we talk about the sharks for a second? Do you have a second, or are you going to Ripley's? I'm glad. Can I pop you on my YouTube here for a second, guys? I want to talk to you about the sharks. Do you have a second? Okay. One or both of you. Okay, just pop over here. You want to pop right over here, my friend? Okay, what's your first name?
Jasper.
What?
Jasper Helsinki.
Okay, great. It's nice to speak with you. So you guys are not going to Ripley's Aquarium today?
We're just going to the CN Tower.
That's great. I walked up the CN Tower. It's great exercise. I'm glad you're going. Do you know why I don't ever go to the aquarium? Can you guess?
Because of the sharks.
Well, because I think it's really mean to take animals from the ocean.
Yeah, I get that. I get that a lot.
What do you think about this aquarium having kidnapped 20,000 animals from the ocean, from their freedom and their life and the wilderness and their friends and their family, and imprisoning them in basically a concrete pool to swim in circles for the rest of their life? How do you feel about that?
That's not nice at all because like, why are you taking them out of their habitat when you can just leave them in their habitat and let them be? Well, like they're nice and happy instead of they're not really nice and happy, but still they're still happy that they're at least in water instead of on land. Basically.
Well, I mean, they would die. Yeah, they would die if they were on land. But do you think they're actually happy or they're just surviving?
Probably just surviving in the water. But I don't know. Like, I'm not a shark. I can't tell. I can't tell if they're happy or not happy.
Do you think it's fair to assume that any animal stolen from their freedom and their habitat and put in a giant concrete pool for the rest of their life, do you think unless we know otherwise, it's fair to assume they're not happy?
Yeah, they're probably not happy because, like, they'd rather be in the ocean than in a concrete pool.
I mean, it's not even something that we really have to think about. It's common sense, right?
Yeah, definitely.
I appreciate you. Have you ever thought about running for prime minister when you're older?
No, actually, but I think I would go.
Because you're super intelligent and you're very well spoken and you have charisma. What's your name again?
Jasper.
Jasper? Okay, yeah, seriously consider getting into politics. We need someone with a heart and a brain like you.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks a lot. I really appreciate speaking with you. Enjoy the CN Tower. Enjoy the view. Okay, like, what's your age, by the way?
8.
Unbelievable. Eight. And like, wow, that was shockingly articulate. Did you hear that?
The next Prime Minister. Thank you for encouraging him to get active and charisma and 8 years old.
I mean, whoa, that was that's mind blowing.
Mind blowing indeed.
Oh my God, I was speaking to him like adult to adult.
Wow.
I understood everything I was saying and was like cogitating and there were nuances in his cogitation, like, but what about this? What about that? And, it was really nuanced. Okay. And that was like, I think that was extraordinary.
Time check. I'm going to look at that part of the video because I didn't catch all of that conversation. So time check.
Time check. So 82 starts at about 80 minutes in the live stream.
Thank you.
Yeah, but I'll cobble together like a 2-minute video after for Instagram and Facebook. How's it going over there, Jenny?
I'm going to head away, but I've had some great conversations and I've given out a ton of outreach cards.
Can you show those cards again, Jenny?
Yes, of course. All about being kind.
Can you get them up there? Right, you can occupy the whole. Okay, that's great.
Be kind to animals, to the planet, to humans, including yourself. And
thanks, Jenny.
Someone said Jenny there. Who's that?
Another damn vegan, yes. That's awesome. Thanks so much, Jenny. I really appreciate it. Awesome. Okay. I'm good. I don't do well with materials. All right. So see you next weekend for the big annual anti-fishing day here. Perfect. Thanks, Jenny. Wow. That was amazing. Jenny did so much. Veganized people, got somebody to unzip their fur, turned some people away from the aquarium. So Jenny and Peter are going to head out. Stephanie and Brian are still there working the grounds. Phenomenal. It's not as crowded here as it has been in past. I think people are... Guys, was anybody a visitor to Ripley's Marine Animal Prison today? No. Have you ever considered visiting this marine animal prison? Shaking their heads. Excellent. So there's the activists right there. Here they are. The 4 other activists here today. Peter and Jenny are headed out, as is Colleen. There were 5, so now Stephanie and Brian are remaining. Oh, there's a nice group of people. I think I'm going to get an interview here. Hi, guys. Were any of you inside Ripley's Marine Animal Prison today? That's great. Can I talk to you for a second on YouTube about how cruel this facility is to those 20,000 animals inside? Can anybody hop on my YouTube? 30 seconds, 10 seconds, 5 seconds is my final offer. Just come on and tell me that you object to kidnapping animals and imprisoning them in a glorified bathtub. Oh, okay. Thanks, guys. I appreciate your support, though. I really do. They said they don't like being on social media. That's cool. That's a good habit to have. Let me just adjust this a little bit. It's sliding off kilter. I think this whole thing's going to collapse any second now. There we go. Yeah, something's going on with this rig. All right. So bear with me. I'm going to have to detach my phone and the smartphone adapter from the tripod and tighten it up. Just bear with me, guys. I have to tighten this up now. Oh, there we go. It's on the bottom here. It's got to be tightened up. Bear with me. Just bear. There we go. All right. Awesome. There's the ceiling tile. Good. Don't support kidnapping animals. Thank you. Okay, guys, back in business. I'm going to put in my full 2 hours. Guys, were you inside Ripley's Marine Animal Prison today? Let's start calling it something else. Let's start calling it Ripley's Animal Abuse Center. Guys, are you visiting Ripley's Animal Abuse Center today? See, I'm really doubling my impact with people. Hang on, I gotta adjust this a little bit more. I'm really, let's say, boosting my impact with people today by ensuring that pretty much every phrase that I communicate to people contains a message. So instead of asking people if they have patronized Ripley's Aquarium, I ask them if they have visited or planning to visit Ripley's Animal Abuse Center. Really fewer people here today. I think this aquarium is... Folks, are you planning to visit Ripley's Animal Abuse Center today? That's great. Don't support animal abuse. Guys, can I talk to you for a second about Ripley's Animal Abuse Center? They're like Comic-Con people, and they're kind of like, it's interesting. A lot of them are kind of in a zone and focused, and they kind of like, they're not like, that's interesting. Yeah, they're really zoned in on that Comic-Con and the cosplay stuff. Hi, guys. Did you visit Ripley's Animal Abuse Center today? That's great. Do you have any intention of possibly ever visiting this animal prison? Can I ask you why on my YouTube? But I appreciate your support. Oh, okay, I need you on my YouTube 15 seconds, my friend. Thanks for respecting the animals. Hi, guys. So still got, this is Stephanie and Brian right here. These two right here. Steph and Bry, working the crowd. I'm not allowed on the grounds. Bad boy. Can't live stream on the property. Hey guys, were you inside Ripley's? Were you inside Ripley's Animal Abuse Center today? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Can we talk about how those animals are hurt? How they hurt the animals? Can we give, like you gave them your money and your time. Can we give the animals 30 seconds now by hopping on my YouTube live stream? Did you know they kidnapped the sharks from the ocean? And how do you feel about that, sir? All right. like their vibe wasn't bad. They weren't hostile. Jake, I really appreciate your support, guys. Hi, guys. Were you inside Ripley's Animal Abuse Center today? Were you inside? Oh, you were, eh? Can we talk about how those animals suffer for a moment? Because people are giving the aquarium time and money. And now, how about we give the animals 30 seconds by finding out for me how they're abused? Does that seem fair to you, ma'am? Folks, were you inside Ripley's today? Oh, okay. Can we talk a little bit about the animals? I want to give the animals a voice because they can't speak for themselves and how they suffer. Can you talk to me for 30 seconds on my YouTube? I would be so grateful to you. So you won't be on camera, so just tell me, you visited Ripley's Animal Abuse Center yesterday. There's a high-profile job, but she did say that she regrets it. Hi, folks. How you doing? Were you inside Ripley's Animal Abuse Center today? Animal Abuse Center. I'm calling it what it is. Can we talk about that? Can you give the animals 1 minute? Because I am their voice. How about just you, sir? They don't have a voice, or we don't understand their voice, sir. Okay, I mean, he was pleasant. I'm getting a lot of good vibes today. I don't get a lot of hostility here. Hi, guys. Are you visiting Ripley's Animal Abuse Center today? I hope not. But they steal animals from the ocean, violently kidnapping sharks off the coast of the Carolinas. Pretty disgusting. This is a disgusting animal abuse center. Stop supporting animal captivity. And it's very good acoustics here because there's an overhang. So this overhang here, it captures the projection of my voice. So people do hear and they all turn around. Guys, you have a second to allow me to speak up for these animal prisoners inside Ripley's? Okay, I'll see you soon. Thank you. He said he's going to see me soon. That's never happened. Wait. How's it going, guys? You going to Ripley's today? Huh? You going to Ripley's?
We're going to the aquarium, right? Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know what I call it?
Please do.
I call it an animal abuse center.
Oh, no.
Why do you think I call Ripley's the Animal Abuse Center?
I don't, but I would like to know, is it bad?
Well, I mean, there's 20,000 wild animals in there. Most of them were kidnapped from their ocean habitat violently against their will, right? Sharks netted off the coast of the Carolinas, thrashing violently to not be stolen from their freedom, to be put on display in a glorified bathtub to swim in circles for the rest of their life. Do you think that in any way is fair to those sharks?
No, I don't. He wants to answer, yeah.
Yeah?
No, because what did the sharks do? Like people can see them in the ocean water, right? They can see them in the ocean water, swimming around, living free. It's not that fair.
Right. But when you give your money to the aquarium, you know what they do with your money? They take it and they hire these goon squads to go out and kidnap more animals from the ocean. So if you give them your money, they're going to be able to kidnap more animals, imprison more animals, or they cut off the stingers, the barbs of the stingray so they can't sting you, so they amputate those. Like, these animals are suffering, man. They're depressed, they're broken, they're miserable. And I got to tell you also, the tropical fish you're going to see, they come a lot from breeding programs or coral reefs. And there's a massive die-off of fish when they're raising or capturing these fish, like an 80%. So for every 2 beautiful fish you see today, on average, there's about 8 who died during the process of breeding and kidnapping them. So when you give your money to this animal abuse center today, you're empowering them to hurt animals. You're hurting animals by going inside. You're literally going to hurt animals if you go inside, guys. So this is very interesting. So it's family. It's probably prepaid. Most people prepay. Let's see if they go in. Yeah, they're going in. Yeah, they're going in. Let's see, get them going up. So we'll see them here in a second going up the stairs. So right there, that's the father and the son. The son was pretty disgusted. Don't support animal captivity, guys! Very cruel! Very, very cruel to support animal captivity! You're taking it up a notch today in the way that I reach out to people. Hi, guys. Have you ever been inside Ripley's Animal Abuse Center? You have no intention of doing that? Is that because you respect animals and you don't believe in their captivity? Can I put you on my YouTube for a few seconds? I'm here for like 2 hours a day, and I just need a few interviews to make this really pop. You have 30 seconds, because you're compassionate people, and you have like a really nice presence as well. Okay, so I'll just, like, as you're walking away, so these two fine folks here, they're on their way to lunch. How do you feel about Ripley's imprisoning 20,000 animals in a glorified bathtub for their entire lives?
That is a type of, I don't know, facility that tends to not exist anymore because it's cruel. It's not something that should be out there.
Like Marine Land in Niagara Falls shut down because people stopped going.
Belugas, right? So I believe that, for example, if I had kids, I would never take them to the zoo, to the, to aquariums. I don't believe in that kind of like practice. I don't know, that type of, life. I don't know. It feels like cruelty.
I appreciate that you have pure compassion because you're not using the prospect of having kids and their enjoyment as a rationalization for exploiting animals. So you have pure compassion. You're a purely compassionate beings, and I appreciate you.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Lovely people. I could tell right away from the vibe there. Guys, can we talk for a second about the kidnapped sharks before you head over to Comic-Con? You give me 10 seconds on YouTube? Yeah, because you guys look awesome. Okay, great. Great. So, did you know that there are kidnapped sharks inside Ripley's Animal Abuse Center?
Which sharks?
They have different types of sharks, like they have tiger sharks, for example, and they kidnap them off the coast of the Carolinas very violently. They net them, and all those sharks, of course, are very, with every fiber of their being, they're desperately trying to not be caught and kidnapped and then imprisoned here for life. How do you feel about that?
Is it all the sharks or is it just the tiger sharks?
Every shark here, there's no breeding programs for sharks. They're all wild caught. How do you feel about that?
I feel like aquariums are ultimately always going to be bad, but rescue centers are what we need. However, I understand the importance of education when it comes to aquariums, and while I don't agree with it, I do understand that children do need to learn how to understand wildlife, and seeing is sometimes better than showing them just pictures. That being said, aggressive catching of these animals is not what we want to see. We would want to see rescuing with the intent of rehabilitation.
I think it's possible for kids to be educated about animals without having to put animals through the nightmare of imprisoning them for their entire lives?
Yes. However, I do think with the intent of seeing education through everyone, if they wanted to go into marine biology, perhaps, rehabilitation places would be the smartest way to do that. Unfortunately, Toronto doesn't have that because we, first and foremost, have lakes and not oceans.
So you're saying you think it's fair in some way to kidnap a shark from the ocean, imprison them in a glorified bathtub so that we can inspire people to be biologists?
If it's rehabilitation and not...
It's not rehabilitation, it's commercial, it's for profit, it's $55 a pop. This isn't a rescue center, this isn't a sanctuary. It's 100% for profit, owned by Canada's richest person, Jim Pattison, worth $14 billion.
Can I ask why you are so passionate about this?
Why not be passionate about exploitation of our fellow earthlings? I think that's in all of us. I think when we're born, all humans love animals and we have a natural instinct to protect them. And I just still have that for whatever reason. It was never, let's say, indoctrinated out of me. I was lucky. My parents didn't indoctrinate me in that way. I was somehow resistant to it. So I've just hung on to what I had when I was a kid. And I think that's in you and it's in everyone. But then that becomes suppressed beneath these layers of indoctrination about how animals are somehow commodities who we can justifiably exploit and rationalize their exploitation by saying, for example, oh, it's educational.
Do you have a particular fondness for aquatic animals? Are you doing this also with zoos, like the Whitby Zoo, or is this specifically just Ripley's?
I do as much as I can as one person. So I'm not far from here. So I say, well, instead of, I don't know, just whatever, chilling out, I'll put my Saturday to good use and try to help some animals. But only one person can do so much. Also, you can get a lot closer to this than you can to the Toronto Zoo, which has a massive amount of private property. You can't get anywhere near it. So if everyone does what they can, this is my 9th consecutive live stream out here, and I've turned away a lot of people. How do you feel? Have you ever thought about going vegan?
I am.
You are vegan? So you don't eat anything from any animal ever?
I have, because I have a lot of health issues,
Okay.
but if I can help it, I don't eat anything from animals.
Wow, it's amazing. So what drove you to become vegan?
Spite. I was told I couldn't do it, so I did it.
Okay. Now that you're doing it, how do you feel about it? Are you okay with your vegan lifestyle? Do you enjoy what you eat?
No, there's no good vegan food.
There's no good vegan food. So you're saying in the history, I'm not trying to be sarcastic here, but I'm just trying to get to the bottom of this. You're saying there's no good vegan food. So you're saying in the history of the world, no one has ever done one tasty vegan recipe, ever.
No, I'm saying that they're not readily available, and unless you want to spend a lot of money or travel a large way, vegan food just isn't accessible. If we worked harder to make vegan food more accessible and make animal products less like the average, what everyone has, then I think more people would happily go vegan. Vegan is not something that people are against necessarily. It's just no one can actually affordably eat that. If jobs are so scarce nowadays and money is so tight, going vegan just is not in the budget for most people.
So I actually save a lot of money being vegan compared to eating animals because what I do is what's known as a whole foods plant-based diet. So I buy ingredients, I buy nut butters, I buy nuts, seeds, I buy nutritional yeast, tofu, nuts, beans, seeds, vegetables, and then I took one day of my life, and I learned some basic principles of vegan cuisine. And now I do sauces, I do salad dressings, I do gravies, I do all kinds of amazing veggie burgers and smoothies, and it's killer. It's like addictive deliciousness. Do you think that someone, if they just were really committed to it and put in one day of their life, they could go buy raw ingredients cheap and do amazing vegan recipes and save the animals?
During capitalism, no.
How do you mean? I go and I buy beans for $1 a can at Walmart. What do you mean by capitalism? I can't do that.
I mean that realistically, not everyone has the energy or the time or the passion that you have. Maybe people have passion for something else. Maybe they have passion for stopping certain wars or for worrying about the homeless that are very, very big in Toronto. Or maybe they're worried about a different animal.
I'll talk to you about the homeless. So my vegan crew, a couple of weeks ago, and we do this regularly, we went out into some difficult areas of the city in Toronto and we donated mountains and mountains of vegan winter clothing and vegan food to the homeless. Is that something that you would like to join up with and join us when we do our next round in a couple of weeks?
Maybe. I already work with a couple of different things. I volunteer a lot through different churches.
Awesome. Well, way to go. Way to go. Well, it's a different discussion, and I appreciate you. We had a debate here. It keeps me sharp. But again, just look up, go online. Do you go online at all? Or?
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay. Can I offer you one suggestion to look at online?
No, I'm good. I'm going to go to Comic-Con. Have a good day.
Okay. So, no, she's good. That was the weirdest discussion I've ever had in my life. Can I offer you one suggestion to look at online? I don't even know how to characterize that. Whoa. I don't know what that was. I don't know what you would call that mental state. But it's definitely something. That was a thing. That was something. She was heavily confused Says Ben. Sabi says selfish. Selfish. The vegan anthem says if she supports exploitation, not vegan immediately. Another damn vegan says not often I see Lenny speechless. Yeah, I am actually speechless. I'm without speech. Oh, it's because I don't know. Hi guys, were you inside Ripley's Animal Abuse Center today? Were you inside this animal torture emporium today, guys? He looked kind of sheepish. Can I talk to you for a moment about these kidnapped sharks, guys? And yeah, speechless because I don't know what that was. Whoa, that was like a tangled, massive. I don't know what that was. Sometimes being speechless is the best way to characterize something. Yeah, strange character. Well, headed over to Comic-Con. I think you might have some interesting characters headed in that direction. Hey, I read comics when I was a kid. I love William Shatner. I met William Shatner. I'm all for it. But yeah, I've noticed some of the people going to Comic-Con. So actually, no, I've spoken to some of them who are actually some of the most awesome people I've interacted with outside this shithole here. And then a few of them were like, I think they're very detached. They're living in this virtual world. And hi, folks. Were you inside Ripley's Animal Abuse Center today? Were you inside this Animal Abuse Center? Thank you for not patronizing shark kidnapping. Guys, any chance you're going to Ripley's Animal Abuse Center today? Can I ask you why? On my YouTube, you got a second? Okay, well, anything that'll take you away from this Animal Abuse Center, that's awesome. Thanks, guys. Don't support animal abuse. I got a whole whack of people here. I got a bad feeling about this group. Hi, guys. Was anybody here inside Ripley's Animal Abuse Center today? Or you love abusing animals? Like, what do you do? Like, crush videos on Telegram? Fucking freak. Some people need to be fucking arrested. And here we got activist Brian. Hi, Brian. This is activist Brian. Brian, why did you decide to join me today at Ripley's Animal? Hey guys, were you inside Ripley's Animal Abuse Center today? Were you inside this dump? No, why? Wow, this is disgusting. They kidnap sharks. It's disgusting. Hey guys, were you inside this disgusting animal abuse center today? No. Have you ever been inside this animal torture fest? No? Why not? You think it's sickening to... Can I put you on my YouTube for a sec?
No.
No? All three of you are a no to be on my YouTube? Come on, there must be one yes. Two no's.
They don't speak English.
Yeah. Okay, so you're not on my YouTube. You're not. The audio's there. You're just not showing up on the screen.
All right.
Unless you want.
You're live now.
Yeah, am I right now? Yeah, I do it for like 2 hours at a pop. What do you think about this? These people kidnapping sharks and dumping them in this glorified bathtub for the rest of their life.
I don't know. I think they should be out in the wild.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. Here we go. Most people have common sense. Oh, wow. A lot of people headed to Comic-Con. Guys, headed to Comic-Con. I'm glad you're going there and not to this animal abuse center behind me. I appreciate it. Disgusting, pathetic to exploit animals. Hi, guys. Nice to see you again. Hi, guys. Have you ever been inside Ripley's Animal Abuse Center? Good. I hope you don't support animal abuse. So what are we at here? 108 minutes and 14 seconds. We're going to do, sorry, not 108 minutes, 1 hour. Yeah, 108 minutes. So we're going to do 120 minutes. 12 minutes left. I love that parka Lenny is wearing. Oh yeah, this is a, thanks for pointing that out. This is a noise jacket. Thanks. How do I pronounce your name? Sabby? We'll call you Sabby. Yeah, so this is a noise cruelty-free parka. Yeah, thank you. Got this for $100 on sale. Not bad, eh? People are out there spending $1,400 in Canada Goose. Hi, guys. Are any of you going to this Ripley's Animal Abuse Center today? Anybody going to the aquarium today? Or anybody going to this disgusting aquarium where they kidnap sharks? Imprison sharks? No. They're like tourists. They don't even understand what I'm saying. They're all going to the CN Tower. So that's good. was waiting for somebody to try to steal my phone. That label only means not testing, not vegan, sadly. No, 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 it's nothing to do with testing. It means it is vegan. There's no animal parts. It's a code company. Code companies don't test on animals. Who's in charge of these labels anyway? All I know is this jacket was not built with any tortured animals. Hey guys, are you entering Ripley's Animal Abuse Center today? Good. Don't. Don't. Well, they kidnap sharks. Disgusting, right? I'm reaching so many people that you're not seeing in the live stream here because they're on the other side. Maybe I can get some kind of rig where a 360 rig where I can see everybody. I'll work on that. Okay. Guys, were you inside Ripley's Animal Abuse Center today? Were you inside? Now, can I put you on my YouTube and ask you what you think about kidnapping sharks violently from the ocean so they can be gawked at for money? Do you mind joining my YouTube for 30 seconds? Well, okay, so you're not on, but what do you think about violently kidnapping animals from their ocean habitat so they can be gawked at for money and no other purpose?
Depends on what the situation is.
What do you mean?
Depends on why it was done. Everybody's got their own theories on.
Well, it's for profit. What did you pay? $55? Right. So it's for profit. That's the situation. They're exploiting animals for money. It's not a rehab center. It's not a sanctuary. It's not an animal hospital. It's exploiting animals for money. Very straightforward. And they won't pretend otherwise. Okay, he said it depends on the situation. There we just have the shark. Hey guys, can we talk to you a little bit about actual sharks and how they kidnap them from the ocean for this animal abuse center? Super disgusting. How's it going? Hey, sir, can I put you on my YouTube 30 seconds? All right, he's on a mission, and he was on a mission to support me there with some nice body language. Let's see what's happening with Stephanie and Brian over here. Stephanie, let's put Stephanie on here. Stephanie's working the crowd. So let's focus on that right now. So here's Stephanie working the crowd. I can't zoom in. So that's Stephanie in over here in the sunglasses and the white hair. This is Stephanie's been working the crowd. I don't want to miss all these people. Here we go. Hey guys, were you inside Ripley's today? Were you inside Ripley's? Did you see all those kidnapped sharks swimming in circles, broken, depressed? All right. Hey guys, if anyone has like a good interaction, you want to bring them over, go for it. Guys, were you inside Ripley's Animal Torture Fest today? Oh. Guys, what do you think of Ripley's kidnapping sharks from the ocean? Pretty evil? Yes. Yeah? Okay, can I put you on there? Like a Pirates fan, please. 30 seconds. Thanks for supporting the animals. Not patronizing this disgusting animal abuse center. Exploitarium. Exploitarium. Yeah, that's a good one. No, there's no petitions. Really, the realistic way to take these places down is... guys, were you inside Ripley's Animal Abuse Fest today? Good. Glad to hear. Yeah, it's crazy to kidnap sharks, isn't it, sir? Same guy as before. He's not willing to admit it's crazy to kidnap sharks. Guys, were you in Ripley's Animal Abuse Center today? Sad Shark Center. Aquarium. We can call it an aquarium. Guys, what do you think of this aquarium violently kidnapping sharks to put them on display? It's like these Comic-Con people a lot of them are like they're in this zone of they just like I don't know, they're shy or something and weird. I don't know anything about Comic-Con people. A lot of them seem like painfully shy or something. Guys, what do you think of Ripley's Aquarium violently kidnapping sharks against their will to put them on display for money?
Yeah, it's not good, I guess.
It's not good, I guess. Um, yeah, super shy people. Yeah, I've never met Comic-Con people. Some of them are like seem like in pain when I speak to them. Ironically, I was just speaking with people about the Carolinas. So, did you know that this aquarium kidnaps its sharks off the coast of the Carolinas? Yeah. Pardon me? I have to look it up, but it's just the Carolinas. All right. So that's where they get them all. And when they die off, they get diseases, they get depressed, they die off. They go do another round of kidnapping of sharks. Can I put any of you on my YouTube quickly here because you've got the Panthers. I appreciate you didn't go to the aquarium. That's Canada's Space Needle. Yeah. Where are you guys from? Seattle or? You're from South Carolina. Okay. But what do you think of that? Can I look? You're not going to be. All right. But anyway, they don't want to be on the YouTube. Oh, the music dude is starting up. But actually, that's pretty wild. I'm forbidden to pass these pillars here. Okay. Can you come over here for a sec, dude? Do you mind? Yeah, I've been trespassed, and I'm forbidden. Can you come over here, dude? Is that okay? So what happened over there? An animal activist and you were talking about Ripley's Animal Abuse Center. What happened? What did you talk about? Did you talk with her already?
She asked if I went to the aquarium.
All right, did you?
Yeah.
All right, what did you think? Do you think the animals were happy or sad in there?
I don't know. I didn't talk to them.
Well, what's your best guess? Do you think animals kidnapped from the ocean are sad in a bathtub? He said, okay, I think he's definitely on something. Super high or drunk or super high and drunk. Okay. Thanks, Stephanie. Just sent over a very drunk person to be interviewed. Hello, sir. How are you? Hi, guys. Were you inside Ripley's Animal Abuse Center today? Okay. Now this guy here in the turban there. I seen him before. He kind of glares at me. And I don't invite him onto my live stream. I seen him walking around, kind of glaring at me, and you kind of know something's going to happen. Hey guys, were you inside Ripley's today? What? Okay, good. Don't patronize the kidnapping of sharks. And my friend who does his musical enterprise is about to start up over here. It's initially a shock to the system, but then I like it. Try it with this Canada Goose guy here. My friend, do you know what you're wearing? Do you know that's a dog? It's a dead dog, murdered dog. Oh boy. All right. Technically speaking, 2 minutes left. I'm going to try to do one more impactful interview. Hi, guys. Were you inside Ripley's today? Okay. How did you feel about seeing all of those animal prisoners swim in circles instead of free in the ocean? Sad. Can I put you on my YouTube? I'm finishing here, but can I do a final interview with you, sir, and anyone else? Is this okay here? That's very nice of you. I really appreciate it. So you were just inside Ripley's Animal Abuse Center, as I call it. How did you feel? You want to be on? You can be on. Okay. How did you feel about seeing those 20,000 animal prisoners?
Well, not being the first time here, it's nice to see them, but yeah, at the same time, watching them and how they imagine how they can live their lives like every day like that made me sad. Like it's sad and happy, but yeah, at the same time, it's
it's interesting to see them and to see exotic animals, but you were overwhelmed with sadness that whereas we get to leave the aquarium and be free, they're just going to swim in circles in a bathtub.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah.
It's interesting that most people I speak with, when they come out of the aquarium, most people report that the animals just seem sad and depressed and broken. And it's actually, would you agree, it's unbelievably evil to steal animals from their natural habitat in the ocean and imprison them in a glorified bathtub to swim in circles to make money for the owners for the rest of those animals' lives. Is that evil?
Yeah, it's evil and could be selfish in that sense, but yeah, it's for the other good is to see them because otherwise we'll not be able to see them in their life.
I mean, I understand that there's a pleasure in seeing these sharks and stingrays and octopuses and so forth, but do you think it's fair to say to an animal or to behave towards an animal in the form of, I want to be entertained by you, and my entertainment is worth turning you into a prisoner?
Yeah, slavery. So
It's like slavery, right?
It is because you took them from their habitat and you imprisoned them here in the insides and no way out, no way other way. So they don't know about being free and yeah. Well, that's how the all the aquariums and all the zoos and all the things that are around work. So yeah, that's it.
Like, as you say, it is slavery because African American people, they were enslaved because it gave some pleasure to slaveholders. It gave them labor, it gave them profit. So that's the same rationalization for this aquarium. Well, it gives humans a bit of pleasure, so let's turn them into slaves. That's disgusting, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Have you ever thought about being vegan, by the way?
No.
It's never crossed your mind being vegan? Okay. What do you think about being vegan? Just on the spot here.
No, vegan is good if you can live as a vegan and not think about animals eating. Yeah, it's good. But yes,
I've been vegan 30 years, vegetarian 37 years. I'm 63. I go up and down the CN Tower every year, even in my 60s. I couldn't do that when I was eating animals. It's definitely healthier. And then, of course, there's going to be so many more animals not exploited, right?
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Everybody wins when you're vegan. Yeah, we need to veganize the world, build a world based on respect for our fellow residents of the planet instead of just exploiting them. I really appreciate speaking with you. You've obviously got a great heart, and this is a great way to end my two-hour live stream. Thank you, sir. Where are you visiting from?
Kitchener.
Oh, Kitchener. It's so nice to see you. Thank you, sir. Okay, guys. I think that's about it. Anybody visit the Animal Abuse Center today? Ripley's Animal Abuse Center. That's great. Don't support kidnapping sharks. It's disgusting. Hey, guys, stop supporting kidnapping of animals. They violently kidnap sharks and imprison them in these freaking bathtubs. This is evil. Super evil to animals. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.